Tampa Bay.
Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Bust down with my wrist on the top of the ladder. I got both my girls hit the door designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
Switch up. Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Let's get some penetration here.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
54 mark.
Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he has hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's second down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Second and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Wait 20. 54 Mike. Come on, dude. Mike 5-4. Watch the run.
Here's Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Punching it in from a yard away as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And nothing but daylight ahead.
Come on, bring it, baby.
All the way in, touchdown Seattle. Touchdown Chris Carson, 57 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
Jason Myers.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Devin White.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it with Carson. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
It's 3rd down.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On 1st down, Carson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They'll take over first.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Carson. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Wilson on the keeper. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Go Bandit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day. All day. Hey, watch that. Check it. Reload.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20.
They are not ready for us.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 99 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Wilson. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Here it comes. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Right. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Squeeze, double.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run again with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Seahawks 14. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
13 more.
They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in cap. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. Breaks through the contact. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 32.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. All day.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon.
Buccaneers.
But Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our